There's a hadith in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. Muttafaqun alayhi hadith. Once Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa wasallam was traveling with his companions. Sayyidina Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, a famous companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he was also traveling with the beloved of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now he was riding a very weak camel because of his poverty, and he was left behind in the caravan. And according to the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, sometimes, occasionally, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he would travel with his companions, the beloved of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam would stay right behind the caravan, right at the end. And this is one of the manifestations of the mercy of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that he would like to keep an eye on his companions. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam witnessed this, that Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is right at the back. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam approached Jabir bin Abdullah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to Jabir bin Abdullah, "Oh Jabir," who was a very young man at that time. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to Jabir, "What's wrong with you? Why are you so upset?" Sayyidina Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, you know that my father was martyred in the battle of Uhud. And my father left behind 9 daughters, and I have the responsibility of 9 sisters. And my father left huge debt, and that's my responsibility. And the creditors are always demanding the payment. And that is something that upsets me, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And look at my state. The camel that I have, it is a very weak camel, and it is slowing me down." Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Oh Jabir, kneel it down." He knelt it down. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam knelt his camel down. And the beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Sayyidina Jabir radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, "Oh Jabir, give me the whip." Or according to one narration, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Break a branch of a tree and give me the branch." So he broke a branch of a tree and he gave it to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And according to the other hadith, he gave the whip to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam very gently struck the camel. And suddenly the camel became very energetic, very lively, healthy and strong. This was the miracle of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That the beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam struck the camel, and that weak camel then became very powerful, very strong and healthy. Sayyidina Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala, immediately he sat on the back of the camel and he continued with the journey. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam started a conversation with him. And remember the hadith that I mentioned before, how to treat people according to their temperaments, according to their age, according to their needs. The beloved of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to Jabir, now look at the topic Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam chose. Young people, generally, normally, what are young people concerned about? They want to get married. They're worried about their livelihood. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, "Oh Jabir, are you married?" He said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, yes, I got married." The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "Did you get married to an unmarried young girl, or did you get married to someone who was already married before and then she was divorced?" Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, I got married to an older woman who was married before and then she was divorced." Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam smiled. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, "Why didn't you get married to a young girl that could play with you and you could play with her?" Sayyidina Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu replied, and he said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I have 9 sisters, and my intention was that I will get married to someone who is older so that she can raise my 9 sisters like a mother." Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam observed the state of Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, that he is a wise man, a young man who sacrificed his pleasures for the sake of his sisters. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Jabir bin Abdullah, just to bring a smile on his face, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Oh Jabir, perhaps when we will reach near Medina Munawwara, then your mature wife will receive us, will welcome us, and she will lay down pillows for us." To make him smile, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said this, that when our caravan, when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the companions will reach Medina Munawwara, near Medina Munawwara, perhaps she will come out and she will receive all of us with pillows. Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he got worried and he said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I don't have any pillows in my house." Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam smiled, and the beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Soon, inshallah, you will have pillows." The journey continues now. Once again, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam saw that he was aggrieved, he was sad, and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Oh Jabir, do you want to sell your camel?" Sayyidina Jabir radiyallahu ta'ala said, "Labbaika ya Rasulullah, labbaika ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, at your service ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But how much will you pay me?" The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "I will give you 1 dirham, 1 dirham." He said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, do you believe that that's fair on me? 1 dirham for this camel?" Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Okay, I will give you two dirhams." He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is that really fair? 2 dirhams for this camel, for this healthy camel? Now remember, who made it healthy? That was the miracle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, increase the price. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, okay, I will give you 3 dirhams. Now here the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is giving quality time to a young Sahabi. We need to ask ourselves, our shayukh, our scholars, our leaders, our mashayikh, when the murids are waiting for the shaykh, but the shaykh doesn't have any time for the young person. Look at this Murshid-e-Azam, the greatest Murshid, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sabab-e-Wujud kainat, the sole purpose of the existence of all humankind, the entire universe. Lawlaka lama khalaqtu dunya, lawlaka lama khalaqtu al-aflaq. This is what Allah Hazrat says. Ye sabah sanak wakali chatak, ye zuban chahek labe jo jalak, ye mehek jalak, ye chamak dhamak, sab usi ke dam ki bahar hai. Ye sabah sanak wakali chatak, ye zuban chahek labe jo jalak, ye mehek jalak, ye chamak dhamak, sab usi ke dam ki bahar hai. ये समन ये सो सुनो या समन ये बनफ्श सुम्बुलो नस्तरन बुलो सर्वे लाला भरा चमन वही एक जलवा हजार है। वो न था तो बाग में कुछ न था, वो न हो तो बाग हो सब फना, बादब झुका लो सरे विला कि मैं नाम लूं गुल बाग का, गुले तर मोहम्मद मुस्तफा चमन उनका पाक दे यार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। सबब वजूद कायनात। Sahabi says, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, increase the price. Just to make him happy, just to bring a smile on his face, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is continuously talking to him. Then they agreed on 40 dirhams. He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I will accept 40 dirhams. But there is one condition, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The condition is, it was always my desire to ride a strong, healthy camel. Now you made it strong, but I haven't had the opportunity to ride it. Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I will only give it to you when we reach Medina Munawwara. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, fine, you can give it to me when we reach Medina Munawwara. Now, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu and the entire group of the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, they reach Medina Munawwara. Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he ties the camel outside Masjid Nabawi Sharif. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam enters Masjid Nabawi Sharif, leads the prayer. Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he offers the prayer with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. After Salah, he comes out. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam then called Sayyidina Bilal radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Oh Bilal, give him 40 dirhams and give him some extra money, give him some more and take the camel. Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu takes 40 dirhams. Now he's going to his house thinking about, what shall I do with this money? Shall I buy another camel or shall I buy some furniture for my house? Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam did say, soon inshallah you will have pillows in your house. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to Bilal radiallahu ta'ala, oh Bilal, take the camel and give it back to Jabir. Sayyidina Bilal radiallahu ta'ala anhu then went to Sayyidina Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu's house. Sayyidina Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu observed, what is happening? Is the sale cancelled? You've got the camel? He said, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave it. He said, give it back. Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, wait, I will go and speak to the beloved of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He goes back to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, what has happened? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, oh Jabir, do you really think that I haggled with you throughout the journey, increasing the price and saying that I want to buy your camel? Do you really think that I was interested in your camel? It wasn't that. What was the reason behind that? The beloved of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wanted to make him happy. He wanted to bring a smile on his face. And he wanted that youngster to believe that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is not only gifting him something for free, he has actually sold something. Just to give him that confidence that you didn't get the 40 dirhams for free. You negotiated the price with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You sold something. In reality, the beloved of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wanted to give him 40 dirhams and wanted to give him a healthy, strong camel, but did not want him to feel that the beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave it for free. This is the epitome of akhlaq. This is the zenith of akhlaq, the conduct of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. To make people happy. Apni bani hum aap bigade. कौन बनाए बनाते ये, हाँ अपनी बनी हम आप बिगाड़े, कौन बनाए बनाते ये हैं, लाखों बलाएं करोड़ों दुश्मन, कौन बचाए बचाते ये हैं। अगर कोई परेशान हाल हो तो खुशियां कैसे देते हैं, किस तरह खुश करते हैं। हाँ? बाप फोत हो गया है, लेकिन बाप जहां बेटे से भागे, लुत्फ वहां फरमाते ये हैं। माँ जब इकलौते को छोड़े आ कह के बुलाते ये हैं। रब है मोती ये है कासिम, रिस्क उसका है खिलाते ये।
और ठंडा ठंडा मीठा मीठा पीते हम हैं पिलाते ये हैं, ठंडा ठंडा मीठा मीठा पीते हम हैं पिलाते ये हैं, इन्ना आते नाकल को सर सारी कसरत पाते ये, सारी कसरत पाते ये। ये मेरे आका सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की अदा है, ये मेरे आका की अदा है। इतना अता फरमाते हैं, इस कदर अता फरमाते हैं, कितना अता फरमाते हैं। एक बद्दू हुजूर की बारगाह में आया, a Bedouin came to Rasulullah sallallahu